If you're tired of falling for the wrong type of person and constantly getting hurt, then you need to watch this video. They say love is blind, but sometimes it can also be toxic. And not every person you have a crush on is someone you should think about entering a relationship with. So today, we're here to share with you the 7 most dangerous types of crushes that you need to dodge like a pro. So, buckle up and get ready for some hard truths that will save you from heartbreak. Number 1. The one who loves to brag that you have a crush on them. Does your crush go around and tell their friends about how you feel for them? Maybe they figured out you like them without you saying it directly, and they think it's cool to tell others that they know you're into them. Now, maybe it is just a way for them to lighten up the situation. But honestly, most of the time, it's a red flag. This behavior is a sign that they're just after some attention and don't really care about how you feel. They might like the thrill of someone crushing on them, but they're not likely to return those feelings. When your crush keeps you waiting and gives you false hope, it's usually more about making themselves feel good than actually liking you. And let's face it, who doesn't love feeling wanted? So, they keep you around because it's nice for their ego to know you're into them, but they're not ready to let you go because your crush on them boosts their confidence. At the end of the day, it's all about what they need, not what you need. Number 2. The one who's nice to you, but nasty to others. Does your crush act mean to waiters and all kinds of service crew, talk down to people, or not get along with your friends? But when they're around you, they become the sweetest person ever. This type of crush is a major red flag. It shows that they only care about what you think of them and not how they treat others. They might be putting on an act for you, but their true colors will show eventually. It's easy to fall for the bad boy or bad girl vibe, but liking someone who's mean or abusive to others is usually a recipe for trouble. Remember, everyone deserves kindness and respect. And how someone acts towards others says a lot about who they really are. What's more, there's no guarantee they won't start treating you badly too. Number 3. The one who makes you avoid other people. Does your crush keep trying to get you to ditch plans with others? Are they always bad-mouthing your friends or family so you'll change your mind about spending time with them? Then, they'll excuse that by saying they wish to spend time with you. You might find it sweet that they always want you to just hang out with them, but it's important to see this as a big red flag. Why? Falling for someone who wants you all to themselves can lead you into some tricky situations, particularly psychological abuse. This is because these folks crave all your attention and just can't handle the thought of you giving it to anyone else. They might make you feel bad for wanting to hang out with other people or try to control who you're friends with and what you do with your time. Before you know it, your whole world seems to revolve around them. And that's a sign that you're stuck in a toxic cycle where you're feeling isolated and super dependent on them. It's really important to notice if the person you're into is trying to control your social life. If that's the case, it might be a good idea to reconsider your desire to be in a relationship with them. By the way, make sure to subscribe if you've learned something new today. Number 4. The one who doesn't feel guilty about humiliating you or others. Does your crush often take jokes way too far, upsetting you or others? And worse, do they just not bother to say sorry or change their ways? That's a big red flag right there. You really shouldn't have a crush on someone who doesn't care about your feelings or anyone else's. Humor is indeed a great way to bond with people, but it's super important to know when to stop because it can backfire and antagonize instead. Hanging out with someone who likes to make fun of others in a mean way and doesn't feel bad about it? Yeah, you don't need that kind of negativity. Plus, if your crush is putting you or others down just to feel better about themselves, the issue isn't with the one being teased. Looks like your crush might be struggling with self-esteem or trust issues. And if you start dating them, you might just have to handle that extra baggage. Number 5. The one who keeps taking advantage of you and other people. Does your crush keep asking for favors without giving anything back? And if they know you've got a soft spot for them, do they ask for even more favors, thinking you'll see it as a chance to get closer? But then, they never really return the favor, do they? If you're falling for someone who seems to be using your feelings to their advantage, maybe it's time to think twice and take a step back from them. Honestly, they just don't care about you, how you feel, or what you do for them. All they're looking for is someone to keep giving without wanting anything back, and if you're not watching out, you might just end up feeling used and wiped out emotionally. Here's the thing. A real, healthy relationship is all about mutual respect and sharing. So if your crush is only taking and never giving, it might be time to ask yourself if they're really worth your time and energy. Number 6. The one who suddenly disappears on you. Ever chatted up a storm with your crush, only for them to pull a disappearing act? Do your messages now go unread or not replied to? Or do they suddenly have a million reasons not to hang out? Maybe they caught feelings, which is good news, right? Or they may also have caught on to yours. The bad news? Instead of dealing with it, they decided to ghost. This could be because they're scared of rejection or freaking out about commitment. Whatever their deal is, it doesn't matter. You deserve someone who respects your feelings and won't just bail when things start getting serious. Number 7. The one who cheats. Of course, this is a given. If you've heard from a bunch of people, especially your crush's former lovers, about how your crush tends to cheat, you might want to think twice about your feelings for them. Science even backs this up. You see, there's this study in the archives of sexual behavior that found something pretty interesting. Researchers found out that those who've cheated before are 3 times more likely to cheat again compared to those who've never cheated on their partners. Also, the habit of cheating repeatedly usually points to some deeper commitment issues. And your crush needs to sort it out before they're ready for something serious and healthy. And if you liked this video, then check out these related videos to see more. And make sure to like this video to let the algorithm know you'd like to see more videos like these.